which means increased hygiene concerns and demand for healthcare products such as gloves, masks, and sanitizers have encouraged entrepreneurs such as myself to start looking at some of these industries. Under this theme, I got into known as hygiene in style. My business plan is to establish a face mask and hand sanitizer production as a line of work. I will use my brand name Top, which will also be the registered company name at Pakra. In my research, through speaking to fellow teens, I discovered that they don't like the way face masks look. They always disturb their outfits and hinder them from going with what they want to go, how they want to look. So they said because they are usually boring and plain. So making face masks, sanitizers, and gloves could be a promising investment for the COVID-19 pandemic, because most social areas like malls and stores, they've started adding some restrictions on entering their property without wearing face masks. So with face masks, this could be a good time, the perfect time actually, to make a business about face masks, because we don't know when the COVID-19 pandemic might be solved, when a vaccine could be come up with. So there's limited time for this period. So we could try our best to start up a business with this idea. My target market being all age groups, because we are all aged to wear face masks because of the time we're living in, but mostly teenagers, because I understand the 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 kinds of appealing foundings that teenagers like. I understand the designs that could be appealing to teenagers. I'll advertise my face mask production with with Facebook, WhatsApp, and other social media platforms. I feel there's a need for my business to provide age groups with interesting looking masks that they will put on in public. It will also encourage more people to put on face masks and will create a market for health industry. Like if you walked into a store, then you saw a bottle like this, you wouldn't be drawn to buy it because it's plain. Especially us who are like us the youths, we don't really like things that look boring. We like things that are exciting with good prints and like that have like a certain meaning that we can try to understand. That makes us interested in the product. So I believe the strengths of my business is because there's a massive need for face masks and hand sanitizers in the health sector this period. That could be used as a strength for my business. And the weaknesses, because there are a lot of companies selling the same products. However, even if they are not health focused, they can also sell the same products. I can use this global problem as an opportunity, which is known as COVID-19, because government is urging citizens to be buying face masks and hand sanitizer to prevent the virus from spreading. And the threats are because a cure can be discovered or even a vaccine used to slow down the virus. We don't know what time this could be done at. We don't know the time this could be discovered. So it might be a threat to my business. I think the budget that I came up with after additions was 5,500 kwacha. There were 150 plastic bottles at 10 kwacha, which will cost 1,500, and 3 bottles of ethanol for the sanitizer, at 500 each, which will also cost 1,500. Glycerin at 10 kwacha, 75 bottles, would cost 750 kwacha. 12.5 meters of fabric for the face masks would cost 40 kwacha per meter, which when multiplied will reach us to 500 kwacha. Elastics for around the face masks to let them be held by on the ears, it would be 10 kwacha per meter, which is 100 meters for 500 face masks, which will lead us to 1,000 kwacha. And transportation, since this would be also an online business when I'm advertising on these social media platforms, would be 250 kwacha. And the total that was arrived to was 5,500 kwacha.
Lincoln, wrap up, your time is up.
So this one here, these masks, this is just a design of how the brand would look on the face masks. It's a way of showing the brand I have picked for my label top. I think I'm done with the presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions from the judges? Any questions?
I have a question, Lincoln.
Yes.
Sorry, apologies. Interesting. I guess one of my questions you've answered to say that the risk is that we have a vaccine for COVID
Yes.
next year, and then the business is not sustainable
Yes.
because nobody might need a mask after that. So I think you need to look at your business model. You say, are you just looking at masks? But I think for me, the fundamental question I wanted to ask you is how much research you've done, because your figures do not add up. I think the budget is too low. I don't know if I heard you correct. You even said that you want to manufacture these masks. So I think you need to be very clear. Again, I'll make the question of the value chain. Where do your strengths lie? Is it to manufacture the masks and the sanitizers, or is it to distribute them, or are you a marketer in the sense that you've got a following? Maybe you've got a following on Facebook, you've got a following as an influencer, so your strength is bringing customers to the person who's going to be making you see what you see. You need to be very clear. So I think I would like to make that point clear.
So
I also want to suggest to you that the numbers are very low. And by the way, the reason I'm saying that is one of my businesses, they exactly do what you're doing.
okay.
Yeah.
So actually the face masks won't be bought and resold. They'll be made from home with the household sewing machine, which will make my household actually like my office for making the face masks. And the bottles can be bought from retail stores. There are actually a number of them that you can pick from. And so for marketing, my friends and family can actually wear the face masks as a trial run, like for passing around, and maybe even the other people get interested and posting on Facebook and advertising like that. That's how people are going to get to know about the brand top. If you include those things, that can actually be a good way of advertising the brand.
So where's the money for the sewing machine? You already have the sewing machine?
Yes, the sewing machine is already there.
How much did that cost you?
About 2,000 kwacha.
So you only need one sewing machine?
So I only need 5,500 kwacha to start up the business.
And how are you going to brand the mask? What are
They-
you going to use to brand the mask?
There's actually a company. There's a branding company in Long Acres which deals with branding of clothes, even shoes. You can brand these things, it prints on them. I just have to give them the design of the logo. And for like if a vaccine is found, this profits of the business would some of them would go into the clothes line production, because it's very, after the brand has circulated, it'll be very easy for people to start wearing those clothes. Because in business it's just like, if when the brand circulates, people, whether when they like it, they're going to advertise, talk about it, and that's how my clothes line will begin.
Yeah, one of the things I like about your business, just quickly, is something that hasn't come throughout the presentations. Is the impact side. I think the reason I love your kind of business is that you can really, if you scale up, you can impact the community in that you can contract out the making and the sewing of masks, community centers, seamstresses, and basically create employment. So I think broader than just yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for those questions and comments. Lubono, are you on? Lubono?
You're muted.